We're back for the final segment of the evening. You are listening to Soul Perspectives here on CKUT 90.3 FM. My name is Kim Dominique-Ferguson. I'm in studios with
Renee Jordan.
And on the line we have LT's, a local hip hop jazz musician, singer, songwriter who's doing big things, has a lot of opinions about what's going on in the world and puts it into his music, and we've been having an amazing conversation. So, brother, it's the end of the night.
Yes.
We I don't know. The time just goes very fast when we're having really engaging conversation. So, like, where do people find you? Where do people get in touch with you?
So you guys can follow my Instagram. I'm on there quite often. It's LTeez, so that's LTEEZ official. You can my Facebook, all the good stuff. It's all on the platform: Spotify, Tidal, iTunes Music. You can find my stuff there. I also got a website that's up. Literally anywhere that you think you can stream music, you can find my stuff.
You know what? I had one last question that was really I was pondering about before. Why the name LTeez? What does it mean?
So my full name is Lee Terki.
Okay.
So it was kind of like an acronym, and like at the time, I had another name when I was beginning to make music, and I was looking for something better than my name at the time. My name at the time, if you're wondering, was TNT. So it was just, not very original.
Right.
So, and someone's like, yo, man, you need something more researchable. He typed in TNT. He's like, yo, like, they'll never find you here. So, like ACPC, like a million covers of TNT. So I was looking for a name, and at that time, I was rapping a lot at that time, and I was listening a lot to Joey Badass, actually. And his one of the guys in Pro Era, his name was Capital Teez, killed himself like on Christmas, I think.
Wow.
And I liked his music, and I loved his name, Capital Teez. So I kind of came through, and my name is Litahi. I'm like, well, LTeez could sound cool, I'm like, it rings nice off the tongue. I make music that's close to myself, so it's only right that I'm like, that my rap name is close to my name.
Very interesting and very far from what I was thinking.
Okay. What were you thinking?
I don't know, because it's more the way it sounds, like L, the French word for like for a girl, and tease, like you tease women. I don't know.
You know what? In France, when I go to France, tease en France, quand tu tease, it means to drink.
Okay.
So after my show, tease, right back. Elle tease, on va teaser. So
they're trying to get you drunk.
They did. So yeah.
Well, LTeez, it was definitely an interesting conversation that we had, and you're very much so a very in-depth artist that has really got us. Like, I think when you said you make people think about things and go into this introspective mode, the conversation really did go there. You made us think a little bit about everything.
You got to.
We look forward to seeing and hearing more of your work in the future. And you did mention that there was one spot that we could go and see sort of what a live LTeez production looks like.
Yeah, so actually, on a couple of days ago, on the 18th, so to give a bit of backstory, so my EP that everyone can find on all streaming platforms, The Index to My Inner Thoughts, which came out a couple weeks ago, I did a rendition of it live with musicians. So no backing tracks. It was my first time doing that. And we had a bass player that played the upright and the electric. We had keyboard. We had a singer. And we had trumpet. And we also had a drummer, obviously. And we filmed at Le Cabaret Lion d'Or. So shout out to the staff that was there. We captured it in 4K, 4 different camera angles, and we banged out the EP in 30 minutes. Different arrangements, more solos, a lot more musical. And that premiered on in Korea. So that was in Korea. And the festival is called Jazza-Zoom. And they're premiering it right now. So if you guys want to go check that, it's still on their site. You can go on my Instagram, and the first picture you're gonna see is the link to go to that. But also in another week, we're also gonna have a premiere of that live video here in Montreal with Panam 360, which they did in a really nice review for my EP, and also the live is going to come out on their site with an interview as well. So it's going to be on Panam 360. And guys, if you follow me on Instagram or any social media, you'll definitely see me talking about it and posting the links as well.
And you mentioned also that there was you have a Spotify, I believe, where you can hear the inspirations that you had for the album. How do they find those?
So you guys could just go on my Spotify. It's Teez. You guys can check it out. I have my brand new EP that's there, The Index to My Inner Thoughts. You can also go stream my first EP that came out in 2018 called the Half Full EP. And there's also a playlist of about 70 songs, really curated. Like, I'm a playlist dude. Like, if you peep my Spotify, I have like I have like 20 playlists in there, you know. So and that playlist consists of all of the songs that I was listening to while creating The Index of My Inner Thoughts. The playlist is actually called The Index of My Inner Thoughts, The Songs I Lived. So yeah, you guys can check all of that out.
Bless. So just shoot out your handle once again for people to know.
So guys, my handle is LT's Official. You can peep that on Instagram, and you can type in LT's on Google.
And spell the LT's just in case they think it was the way I thought it.
So it's L.T.E.E.Z.
Thank you so much for coming in and chatting with us. It was a real pleasure. Yes. It was very refreshing. And
thank you.
Please do not hesitate to reach out if you got new projects coming up. Let us know so you can come back on the air and tell us about it.
And guys, I want to also thank you. You know, I want to thank for you guys having me on the show. But I also want to thank CKUT for being a staple in Montreal community. You know, specifically the Anglo community. Shout out to the Francophone community too. But if you're Anglophone from Montreal, you know how much CKUT means, and thank you guys. And it was my first time on CKUT, and I'm actually really psyched about being on the radio. And thank you guys for your show, and I would like to thank the station for everything that is done in our city. Seriously, thanks.
Yes.
You're welcome.
You're very welcome. If you're just tuning in for the first time, you're going to have to listen to the archives because we are wrapping up the show. We spoke to LT's, a Montreal local musician, songwriter that fuses hip-hop and jazz together. You can find him on all platforms, L.Teez, Teez, official.
Yes.
Just Google him and you'll find him. Right now, we have to sign out. Next Tuesday evening from 7 to 8:30, we'll have another guest for you that's going to be coming with some interesting thoughts, point of views, and their own soul perspectives. My name is Dominique-Ferguson. I've been in studios with
Renee Jordan.
And you've been listening to CKUT 90.3 FM.